always knew this day would come. A day unlike any other, where my patience would be tested to the limits. This is what I've been training for. Still, I don't feel ready. The frustration, the agony, the humanity, the overwhelming horror, the unthinkable number of questions unanswered, and the greatest marketing fraud in human history. 2 out of the 3 trailers contain the eccentric and passionate Bryan Cranston, and almost no sequence with the main character. But oh my god. I'm not gonna watch it again, because there's no point during the movie was I like, oh boy, this is exciting, what's gonna happen next? I wish they actually made this movie about Godzilla. We watched it like a couple of hours ago now, rewatched it, and it's more terrible now than ever. I do not care about this character. There really is no redeeming features about this film. And it's just that stupid.
Mr. Mike, it's time.
Third time's the charm, right? After a Japanese film company launched Godzilla Final Wars in 2004, they gave up the rights to the franchise. After a lot of back and forth, the rights went to Legendary Pictures with Warner Brothers as a co-producer and co-financial whore.
The Japanese film company demanded that Godzilla would be born from a nuclear incident and that parts of the movie was to be played out in Japan. The movie made $93.2 million in its opening weekend in the US of A, and earned $525 million worldwide on the box office, with a budget of $160 million. That's pretty decent. Are you ready?
No.
Let's begin. At the very beginning of the movie, we are introduced to a team examining a mysterious carcass in a cave.
Is it possible?
This, of course, is a dead Miro, and apparently a baby has left the hive.
But then the question becomes, how long has this Muto been here for all the flesh to rot?
I don't know.
And then how could the baby Muto survive there for that long without nuclear nourishment?
Hey, there's Bryan Cranston!
Oh, I've seen the trailer. He's the main character. Wait a minute.
What the f?
Yeah, okay. That's enough. Okay, I'm just gonna close now. Okay, thanks. Have a nice day.
Bryan Cranston works at his facility and shit goes down. And then we're introduced to Aaron Taylor Johnson. Hooray!
You got family waiting for you?
Oh, so?
How long you been away?
14 months.
He's been in this movie for a few seconds now, and I already think he's a twat. There's no facial expression. No, there's nothing about him. He's just a guy that's there, and he doesn't even act in this freaking movie. Here's a little comparison between him and the great Bryan Cranston.
Pork. Are you okay? Are you doing it?
Every time I let him in close, he always tries to drag me back, and I can't put our family through that.
Something killed my wife!
What were you doing going back down?
Keep the doors open! My wife is still in there!
Ford, he's lost everything.
Yeah, so did I. But you know what? I got over it.
This trespassing stuff, that was just a bunch of bull.
Why can't you just let her rest?
Don't you see that? And it is gonna send us back to the Stone Age!
Oh, and by the way, these movies need a lot more angry Japanese people. Just listen to that cute angry voice.
Bryan Cranston is actually able to make this movie seem promising though.
Yeah, because he's actually acting and you initially care about what he has to say, he has some motivation, something to prove, and you initially feel sorry for him. Just look at him. Listen to him!
Whatever it is that's in there, whatever it is they're guarding so carefully, started talking again. And I mean talking.
He's great, but then they just rip him away. Thank you so much, you ruined it! Show some freaking interest, Aaron. There's a gigantic monster outside and you're just gently tapping the window. Muto, use EMP attack.
Jesus. Check the grid. Hit us with the EMP. We're losing power.
Why does everyone just stand there and watch the Muto's legs with helmets, thank God, a few minutes just to run away when the Muto shows up? Why not run before you're stamped to death? Just an advice here, you guys.
Anything that I've ever experienced. Yeah, it's Ford Brody. Japan to San Francisco? Okay, could I at least, if you could let me leave you myself. Hello? Damn it!
Despite all the problems I have with this movie, Elizabeth Olsen is actually one of the few things that is okay about this flick. I totally buy that she is a mother and a wife in a terrible situation and she shows a lot of emotions and care for her child and her husband.
Too bad it doesn't help the movie at all though.
Yeah.
I'm here to inform you that we are now taking over operational authority from Monarch. So I'm going to need you to come with me.
America is here to save the day, yeah! Like, 5 hours later. Seriously though, they got this.
Ah, the Japanese Inception guy. Maybe he's able to salvage this move.
Where are you going?
Up to the flight deck. I think he's coming.
What are you doing?
I have to see this.
They were trying to kill it. Godzilla may be the answer. I believe he's here to restore balance. He can defeat them.
God damn it, why are everyone so fucking monotone in this movie? Just show some fucking emotions. Everyone in this movie except for 2 characters are so monotone and so fucking uninteresting.
Now, the world still thinks this was an earthquake, and it would be preferable that that remains so. Before we lost sight of it, it was headed east across the Pacific and had emitted enough EMP disruption to create havoc with our radar and satellite feeds and reduce us, for the moment, to a strictly visual pursuit. I emphasize for the moment, because we will get on our game and we will find this thing.
So apparently the military is now all about finding this Muto, makes sense, right? But there's no plan. What's the plan? Hey, dude. What's the plan?
So if they just found the Muto, okay, I can see the Muto. What now? What's the objective? What are they actually going to do? You must find this creature now.
Yes, sir. And then what?
Make sure your helmet is on.
Okay.
There you go. What'd I tell you?
I know it might be a little bit hard to spot something in the dark, but that doesn't mean you can't hear anything. Because right here, the Muto, it doesn't make a sound before the lights come up. What the fuck? I mean, yeah. Seems like the Muto has greater skills than just EMP here, you guys. They have silent stealth. They're able to not be heard or seen unless there's light around there. They have ninja skills. They're definitely able to build up tension before Godzilla finally arrives. In about 1 hour into the fucking movie, by the way.
Zoe. Oh my God.
Run!
So apparently Godzilla can make tsunamis that can drown a whole city. But only sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes there's gigantic waves, and sometimes there's nothing. Well, you have to have a consistency here, you guys. This doesn't make sense. Bitch.
Those who made the glass for those windows needs a freaking medal. Look at this Michael Bay orgasm. Sincerely yours, Michael Bay.
Yeah, here, yeah, finally. This movie's going to pick up its pace. Yeah. Whoa. Listen to his screams, so yeah! What? Fuck you! I don't want to watch a child just... What?
Did I miss it? Oh, fuck, man. Been waiting an hour.
The movie's name is Godzilla. You come to this movie to watch Godzilla fight. 1 freaking hour into the movie, you see him, he screams, and it looks pretty damn awesome. And then they cut to a fucking child watching the fight on the freaking television. It's like the movie tells you, oh my god, can you see those clips there on the television, on the news coverage? Yeah, that looks like a cool fight, right? Yeah, well, fuck you, you're not going to see it. But at least they won't do it again. Right?
Ah, yes! Here we go! I'm here for this one! It's... God!
Did I miss what the fuck?
I think Godzilla was only listening. The Muto was calling something else.
There was another spore, intact, found in the Philippine mine. You confirmed it for yourself. It was dormant.
Maybe not anymore.
This spore, where is it now, Doctor?
Where you put all your nuclear waste.
Ah, Hiroshima. Oh, it's not?
Is that insensitive? Why does this chopper fly so close to the ground?
How was the Muto able to grow without anyone noticing? I can't even imagine that the room the Muto was contained in could be so freaking massive.
A different sex?
A female.
That's who he's been talking to.
It must be a mating call. The female remained dormant until the male matured.
And now they're seeking radiation. To reproduce.
Now they finally got a plan!
Current tracking models indicate that all 3 targets are converging here, San Francisco Bay. But if we rig a nuclear warhead with a shielded timer, put it on a boat and send it 20 miles out, the radiation lures the Mutos, and the Mutos lure Godzilla.
Well, I'll be honest. This plan is shit. This gotta be turned down, right?
And we detonate. With the minimal fallout risk to the city.
What the fuck do you mean minimal fallout risk? You're going to place a nuclear bomb 20 miles off the coast! Seriously? Are we the only ones who see the flaw in this fucking plan?
Not a great plan.
Well, as it turns out, we were right. This plan is shit. What happens is that instead of taking the bomb out in the middle of the ocean, the Muto takes it 20 miles back to shore. Because the Mutos aren't considerate like that, I guess. Who saw that coming, huh?
Alright, time for plan B.
Approaching from ground is not an option. That's why we'll be conducting a halo insertion. Jumping altitude will be 30,000 feet.
When you find the warhead, how long to disarm it?
Sir, without seeing the analog mod, I couldn't even guess.
60 seconds if I can access it.
Let's spend the rest of the movie trying to disarm the ingenious plan A. Let's take a bomb team into the hot zone to disarm the bomb. Well, it doesn't work out too well, as a guy tries to yank the lid and it doesn't open. I mean, he tried really hard though.
It's not budging. It's sealed shut. We need time to get this open.
We don't have time. Let's haul it out of here. We gotta get it on a boat.
Everybody grab the warhead. Let's move. Go!
So, now it's time for plan C. The next plan is to take the bomb, that is considerably more powerful than the nuke they used in the 50s, keep in mind, out on a boat and just blow it as far off the mainland as possible.
Fucking brilliant! The movie is almost over at this point, by the way.
Farther west, citizens within 200 miles of the creature's current sphere of influence.
No one has these TVs anymore.
Indoors and stay off the roads.
Hit the deck!
Yeah, I'm no expert at hide and seek, but I've played it enough to know that you don't point your flashlight into someone's eyes.
They might get a glimpse of where you're hiding.
By the way, burning metal floating down the river looks really badass.
Seriously, why is the train on fire? We just hear the Muto screaming, a couple of shots get fired. And then suddenly a fire train? Why? And why the hell do they try to bring the bomb by a train when they prove a few minutes later that a helicopter is so much freaking in the asshole my fucking bitch more effective?
Wait, the bomb was on that train, right? And the Muto went towards the train, right? So why the fuck didn't the Muto grab the fucking bomb? God. Apparently at this point the world has fallen into anarchy. Seriously, look at this guy go. He's speeding like there's no fucking tomorrow. He has no regard for human life. Okay, so we're now at the infamous bridge. Every movie like this needs a bridge, right? Why are they stopping traffic on the middle of the bridge instead of before the bridge starts? I don't know. Gather up here, folks. We're gonna shoot at the monsters and you're gonna be here to see it. No risk.
Is the military enlisting stormtroopers now?
Let them fight.
You couldn't say that with a little passion.
I saw Team 1 move to the east. 2 of our team members didn't make it. I heard bits and pieces on the radio. The snipers on the rooftop are moving into position.
Hang on. Rewind that, please.
The snipers on the rooftop are moving into position.
Did it just...
The snipers on the rooftop.
Did it?
The snipers on the rooftop.
Did it just say...
The snipers on the rooftop.
Snipers on the roof?
What?
Yeah, he did. And if they were just there to scout, that would be fine. But there is no mention of that whatsoever.
Okay, so they have learned nothing throughout the whole entire movie. They have not witnessed what the mutos are capable of doing. That even fucking grenade launchers does no freaking damage on them whatsoever, and they just said
snipers on the rooftop.
Snipers on the roof? What the fuck?
So, all in all, humans doesn't contribute jack shit in this movie. Godzilla does all the dirty works and then he fucks off. Oh, and we timed it. Turns out Godzilla is in the movie for 8 minutes and 8 seconds. And that's a really generous estimate. That's 6.9% of the movie. Yeah, this movie should be called something else. Godzilla as a character is really cool, but you don't really get a good impression about him because he's not in the movie.
Yeah, he looks great, and when he screams for the first time, you're like, okay, now I'm into the movie, now I want to watch him fight. But then they cut him off. You don't really, like you said, you don't really get to know him at all.
Sometimes he screams a little too much, though.
So yeah, this movie is not good. When I watched the trailer, it indicated that Cranston would play a huge role in the movie, but he really doesn't.
You know I did everything I could. You know that, right?
The tone is more or less consistent, nothing felt necessarily out of place or unnatural regarding the flow of the movie. However, the movie is also very slow, and the plot is sort of unclear. The mutos appears around the 30-minute mark, and the only thing they want to do is to fuck. Every single character, beside Bryan Cranston and Elizabeth Olsen, lacks soul and specific personalities. What I mean about this is that there's no elements about the characters that can tell us something about them. There's no character development either, because they lacked characterization. They have no character. They're just there to move the unclear plot forward. And it's therefore very hard to care about the characters and the situations they're in, because you don't know them. Ken Watanabe is just there to give us background information for Godzilla and tells us what he wants to do. Can anyone really tell me how his character is as a person?
We just stand by it.
Didn't think so. And the biggest problem in the whole movie is that Godzilla is not the main character. He's not even a supporting character. Hell, his screen time is 8 minutes and 8 seconds of a movie of 1 hour and 51 minutes. The movie's name is fucking Godzilla! So what does this movie actually try to do? What's the goal of this movie? What is the specific plot? Some monsters wants to fuck, the military fucks up,
The snipers on the rooftop.
and Godzilla appears for a limited amount of time to fuck shit up. And although this movie cockteases you all the freaking way, it never pays off. The action sequences are not entertaining. They are slow and interesting, and they only repeat the same shit every time. Godzilla pushes the mutos. Check. Muto is flying towards Godzilla. Check. And Godzilla uses his nuclear breath. Check. But this movie is not Transformers bad. The effects are good, Bryan and Elizabeth are great actors and brings depth and humanity to their characters, and Godzilla looks fucking awesome. However, the bad parts far outweigh the good parts. And this is a movie I will never watch again.
Yes! Yes! We're finished! We're done with this shit! No more Godzilla!
No more!
Now we're going to watch Man of Steel! Nope!